everybody, I am trying something new this time. I'm going to try to do a live stream for you. So here what I want to try is to show you how to take a vertical video and use it horizontally in Camtasia. My name is Ron Hogue, and you can find me at cammastery.com, where I teach people how to do Camtasia stuff like I'm teaching you right now. All right, so let's head over to Camtasia, and in fact, let me just jump back a screen or two and get this ready. All right, so here what I want to do is grab my video, and I'm just going to drag this over to the media bin. And what you'll see is this was just a recording of my cell phone, my mobile phone. It was done at 60 frames per second. I'll keep it at 30 frames per second. Now the goal is we want to take this and we want to display this on a screen that's wide instead of vertical. So what we'll need to do is we'll do what most people do, which is take it and kind of expand it and throw it in the background and blur it out and make it a little darker. So let's try that. All right. So to do that, the first thing I want to do is move this up a few tracks, because this is the main thing that I want people to see. So below this, I want to create a copy. So I'm just going to do Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. So now below, I have another copy. Now you can't see anything just yet. So what I'm going to do is take this and hide the top one. So I have the bottom one selected, and I'm going to make it larger. And before I do that, I need to change the project settings to our standard 1920 by 1080. There we go. So that's really the key, is making sure that this is set up for widescreen. All right, now that that's set up for widescreen, I'm going to make this nice and big. So we're just going to blow this up so that it fills the width of the screen. Now you'll need to decide, is most of the action that you want to show people, is that toward the top? Is it toward the middle? Is it toward the bottom? I'm just going to go with the center here, but wherever the video is most important, that's where you'll want to play it. Now if I unhide this and I play through this, I'll just scrub real quick through here. You can see things happening, and it's kind of distracting to see all of this in the background as well as having this here in the center. So what we want to do is mute this out. We want to kind of really make this background fade into the background. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my annotations, and I'm going to grab the spotlight annotation, and I'm going to just grab it, and I'm going to drag it actually off the screen. Just put it over there. And notice that it made everything a little darker. And I think I want it even darker than that. I'm going to drop it down. So I'm going to make it like maybe near 70%. Okay, so that's good. So if I start playing through, it'll look just fine. An important thing to note is make sure that whatever the duration of your video, that's what the duration of your spotlight is as well. I'll just Control-Z to undo that real quick. If I don't do that, then you'll see as it starts to play through, everything is fine. And then once the spotlight goes away, then everything is bright again. So we don't want that. We want everything to be darker for the duration. Now I only want this to go out to about here. All right, and I'll just trim all of this down. So that's the first thing we want to do, is to make the background darker. Next thing we want to do is to blur it. And again, the reason we want to blur things is because we don't want the background to distract or detract from what the people are viewing there in the center. So we're making it darker. That's one level of making it less obvious. And then the second thing is just blurring it out. So let's go and add a blur. So I'm going to grab blur, and I'm going to drag it over, but I'm going to drag it off. And you say, well, you didn't blur anything. That's right, because I'm going to invert the blur. And so now it blurred everything outside of this rectangle that's off the screen. So it's just a quick way to blur everything on the screen, drag it off the canvas, and then invert it. Now that's okay, that's not bad. Again, I want to make this the entire duration. What I would prefer though is to have it blurred more than that. Now if I look here at the intensity, I mean I can take it down to 0, but it was already at 100%. So what can I do? Well, I'll just drag this up. I'll go to the beginning here, I'll double click, Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. And now I added another blur. Well, I think I want another one of those, so I'll paste again. And I'll go up and I'll paste again. Maybe one more time. Okay, so now it's really blurred in the background. And with it being that far blurred, I might make it a little less dark. I might just lighten that up a little bit. Okay, something like that. So let me play through this and show you. So we go through. There we go. So you can see that things are happening in the background, but it shouldn't be distracting you. All right, so that's a way that I would go about creating a vertical video that will play horizontally. The last thing, of course, that I would do, I'll just show you real quick. We would go to share, local file, and then we would produce the video as we normally would. Now, I'm not going to take the time to go through that here, but you just produce the video and then you're good to go. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you. Again, if you want to find out more information about how I use Camtasia, I have a Camtasia class over at cammastery.com. So you can go over there and check it out. Thanks for watching.